Here's a question you weren't prepared for. If every decision you made today was secretly controlled, would you even notice? You think you choose, you think you decide. But what if the version of you making those choices isn't you at all? Because hidden under your daily routines lies a dark psychological mechanism that rewires your self-worth without permission. And the terrifying part? It works best when you don't notice it. Today, you're going to face the truth behind your daily decisions. Law 1, the echo habit. The first trap that shapes your decisions long before you realize what's happening. It begins quietly. Your mind repeats the choices that feel familiar, not because they're right, but because they're comfortable. You gravitate toward the same routines, same people, same patterns, because the brain fears the unknown more than it values progress. And soon, your identity becomes an echo, a replay of yesterday's decisions disguised as preference. You don't choose the familiar because it's good. You choose it because your brain whispers, "We survived yesterday. Repeat it." That's the echo habit, the silent force that convinces you that repeating the past is safer than rewriting your future. And unless you notice it, it becomes the author of your life. One small decision at a time. Law 1 ends, but the next law is even darker. Law 2, the Clockwork Mind. Once the echo habit settles in, your brain begins building something far more dangerous, an automatic system. Your decisions stop being choices and become mechanical responses, predictable, repetitive, programmed. Your brain loves efficiency, not truth. It replaces thinking with templates, shortcuts based on your past behavior. So instead of asking, "What's best for me?" you unconsciously ask, "What have I done before?" And the more the system runs, the more your identity becomes a loop, an algorithm of fears, preferences, and half-remembered habits. This is why your goals feel hard to reach. You're not fighting laziness, you're fighting machinery built from years of repetition. Break one piece of the mechanism, and the whole identity trembles. Change becomes threatening. That's the Clockwork Mind, a system that convinces you that the known is safer than the correct. But the next law reveals something even more unsettling. Law 3, the maze of prediction. Once your mind becomes mechanical, it starts building a maze around you. This maze has no walls of stone. Its walls are made of assumptions, predictions your brain makes about the world and about you. Your brain predicts your behavior before you act, steering you toward the same choices, even when you swear you're choosing freely. Every time you avoid discomfort, the maze rewires itself, blocking the exit, reinforcing the loop. And when prediction fails, the brain uses fear, subtle, silent, to pull you back to the familiar. That's why you rationalize bad habits, why you explain stagnation, why you defend patterns that quietly destroy you. The brain hates uncertainty, so it builds a maze designed not to help you escape, but to keep you predictable. And the darker truth? Most people never realize they're trapped because the familiar feels safe, even when it isn't. But once you see the maze, you can't unsee it. Law 3 ends, and the next law reveals the force that locks the maze shut. Law 4, the Saboteur in the storm. Up until now, you've seen the loops, the gears, the maze. But here's the darkest truth. The enemy isn't outside you, it's inside. Deep inside your mind lives a hidden force, an internal saboteur, whose only job is to protect the old version of you, no matter the cost. It will sabotage new habits, destroy opportunities, and whisper that you're not ready, all to maintain the illusion of safety. This saboteur thrives in chaos. The moment you try to change, it unleashes storms of doubt, just convincing enough to obey. Here's the dark twist. It uses your own voice against you. Your fears, your memories, your past failures. It convinces you that breaking old patterns is dangerous, so it binds you to them. Chains forged from past comfort. The saboteur is not evil, it's ancient, built from years of protecting you from pain. But now, it protects you from growth. And unless you confront this inner storm, you will remain a prisoner to a past version of yourself. Law 4 ends. But the next law reveals why the saboteur is far stronger than you think. Law 5. The chains of self-protection. You don't cling to your habits because you love them. You cling because they shield you. Every routine, every fear, every hesitation is tied to your survival system, the oldest part of your brain. The saboteur uses these chains to anchor you to the past, convincing you that discomfort equals danger. That's why you freeze before taking action. Your brain equates anything unfamiliar with threat. So whenever you try to change, those chains tighten, pulling you back to habits that feel safe, even if they destroy you slowly. Your logical mind wants growth, but your survival mind wants repetition. This inner war shapes every decision you make. And here's the darkest truth. The saboteur always strikes hardest when you're closest to breaking free. Because if you escape, the old identity dies, and your brain fights death with everything it has. Law 5 ends. What comes next reveals how this internal war spreads into your relationships. Law 6. The Mirror of Contagion. Your internal war doesn't stay inside you. It leaks, silently, into everyone around you. Your fears trigger theirs. Your hesitations activate their insecurities. Your patterns become contagious. Humans copy the emotional states of the people closest to them. Not intentionally, instinctively. Primitive survival coding. So when your saboteur whispers into your mind, its voice spreads into the minds of others. Your private storm becomes a shared atmosphere. This is why groups stay stuck together, why families repeat cycles, why friends share the same fears. You become a mirror, not just to your own past, but to the emotional history of everyone around you. And without realizing it, you inherit other people's limits, other people's doubts, other people's chains. Law 6 ends. The next law reveals the truth all these mechanisms hide. Law 7. The decision you never made. The The most shocking truth is this: most of your decisions were never yours. Long before you chose, your brain predicted what you'd do. And before that, society conditioned what you should do. Your upbringing, your culture, your traumas, your environment. They didn't just influence you, they built you. The illusion of control protects your sanity. The truth threatens it. Every free choice you think you make is preceded by a prediction. And that prediction is shaped by forces you never questioned. But here's the ultimate twist. The saboteur, the gears, the maze, they aren't enemies. They're defenses you built without knowing. The real danger isn't that you're controlled, but that you've been controlling yourself using rules you never chose. Law 7 ends. Now you see the machinery, the maze, the storm, the strings. You've watched the systems that shaped your decisions and the saboteur that guarded your past. But awareness is the one thing the system cannot predict, the one thing the maze cannot contain. Because the moment you see the mechanism, you begin to break it. Slowly, quietly, intentionally. For the first time, you're not acting from fear, but from insight. Not from pattern, but from choice. And when you make a real choice, one that isn't an echo or a prediction, it rewrites the system from the inside. But this new awareness opens a darker door. Because if your own mind can shape your decisions, imagine what someone else, someone skilled, can do to them.